Hey girl, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashanti Selena, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of my July favorites. I did do a TikTok of some of my July favorites, but I left a couple things out just specifically for this YouTube video. So let's get into it. I put some of my favorites in this little bowl. I really want to start getting more stuff for my room. I am in the midst of redecorating. These are some of the things in here. First, we're going to get into beauty, and I have two NYX Suede Matte Lip Liners. One is in the shade London, and then the other is in the shade Mahogany. Mahogany is like this reddish pinkish color. I just didn't have a color like this in my lip liner collection. And then London is more of like a nudie beige color. It kind of reminds me of Lean from Rhode, and that's why I got it because I don't have any of the Rhode lip liners yet. I'm hoping to get all of the Rhode stuff, like the blushes, the pocket blushes. I really want some Rhode stuff in my collection. I'm still kind of getting used to wearing makeup, so I'm not like an expert, which is why I don't really like spending a lot of money on makeup products if I'm not really like 100% confident in my makeup application skills yet. Next, I have my MAC lipstick in the shade Ladybug. I've had this lipstick for a long time, but I just like recently started using it as lipstick, blush, and like eyeshadow, kind of like an everything lipstick. I love makeup looks where it's just like foundation or concealer, and then you use one product for everything else, whether that's like blush or lipstick. And I also just love this shade and the name Ladybug, obviously. The next beauty item is a fragrance, and it is the Prada Paradox Radical Essence. This was actually gifted to me by Prada, and I could not believe it like when I saw the email that they wanted to send me this, because I'm still such like a small creator. Like, it was kind of unbelievable to me that they would want to send me this and want to see my content. I am obsessed with this perfume. I think it's like the perfect blend of like muskiness and woodiness and floralness for me. I don't like scents that are too florally, and I don't like scents that are too like musky, too like grandma-ish. So this is kind of like that perfect blend of both, but a little bit more like sweeter, if that makes sense. I'm just genuinely in love with this fragrance and was in July when I received it. So thank you, Prada. Next, moving into like fashion and more accessories. I did feature some fashion items in my TikTok July favorites if you want to head over to see some of those. In this video, I'm going to talk about these two bracelets. I am obsessed with beaded bracelets and necklaces. I just think they're so cute, and to me, they just remind me of like the 50s and the 60s. I think they're the perfect accessory, and it's kind of like a big chunky pearl, but not, because they come in like all different colors. Silver one I got like in December, I think, or January. And then this pink and black one my mom actually found in her stuff and gave it to me because she obviously knew I would be like obsessed. I really want to get a black beaded necklace and just like a longer, chunkier pearl beaded necklace, and also just like every color of a beaded necklace that I could find. I feel like I could also make my own too with like the necklace wire, and then just buy the beads off of like Etsy or like Michael's or something. Moving on to something random, I've been loving recently just having candlesticks in my room to light and just for decoration. I feel like it gives my room a little bit more of that vintage, sort of like medieval vibe. This is also kind of like the direction I'm leaning in for my room. Not like too much medieval, but more like just like vintage vibes. And I probably will do a whole separate video on just like the inspo for my room while I'm like getting ready to completely redecorate it. But I just love a simple little candlestick, and it looks so like romantic, and like there's like a Tim Burton vibe of just having a candlestick in your room at night. Now, moving on to media, I did read the Warm Bodies story in this Reader's Digest book that I thrifted back in May, I believe, or March, it might have been. I love the way it looks. It's just so, again, vintage, and the pages itself are very like yellowed, and like the illustrations in here are just so cool. I'm literally obsessed. I really loved it in July. Now, for music, I discovered so many like new artists. I have like a pro tip for you if you have Apple Music, if you're an Apple Music girly like I am. I would suggest like listening to your own curated station because it like plays music that you have in your library. It also plays songs that Apple Music thinks that you would like and you should add to your library. That's how I discovered a lot of these artists and songs. I'll leave again a list here, screenshots. There's this one song called In the Living Room, and I forgot who the artist is that sings it, but I thought it was like a 90s song, like listening to it, like the melody of it, everything about it just gave me 90s, and it came out in like 2024, which is like I absolutely love that. I'm always listening to the Sundays like on repeat, Claro, Lizzie McAlpine. I'm obsessed, Role Model. Again, I will link my Apple Music if you guys want to listen to what I'm listening to. If you're interested, if you're not, cool, no fucking worries. Yeah, those were some of my July favorites. Again, like I said, I have a lot more in my TikTok. I just wanted to keep this short and sweet because, like I said, I already did a TikTok on it and it's already like August 11th. So I'm like a little late, but it's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.